Hey everyone, welcome to day 20 of the Win or Learn 25-day risk-taking experiment. I'm so excited. I'm trying to hold back. It's an action day, and this is a great one because you get to say it, do it, you get to take action. This is where it all happens. Some of you have already started. I know you've been updating me. You just couldn't wait to start, and I'm so excited for you, and I want to hear where you are in the process, and I want to know the details of where you're going. So let's just get into this. So this week we talked a lot about telling your story. And before you could tell your story as if it happened, you needed to know your story. So I asked you to, in vivid details, describe your story. I want you to see it. I want you to touch it. I want you to taste it. I want you to smell it. I want you to hear it, engaging all the senses so that you can become intimately familiar with what is going to happen before it's ever happened, understanding the process, visualizing the people who helped you, the places where you found support, even anticipating the discomfort and some of the challenges and obstacles, because those are part of it. And I can tell you, a lot of what you expect to happen will, but there are going to be many things that you don't expect. And that is the joy and beauty of this process, because whatever happens next, you're going to be equipped to work through any possible outcome. This is why we've been working so hard over the past several weeks, because now we can do this. We're ready to do this. So there's a big story, but then there are shorter stories. So you can tell the story of your week on Sunday before you've even had it. You can fast forward to Saturday. And what's so cool is you get to look back at all of the steps that you completed. Because in order to reach that long-term goal, you need to complete these smaller goals. You need to take these mini risks, which can be big risks throughout this experiment. And looking at the week in terms of like a smaller part of this longer term process is really going to help. So I love the strategy of on Sundays, fast forwarding to Saturday, and then looking back at the steps that you took and what you accomplished, and just feeling so great about this. And this is going to help you to each week get closer to the goal that you're hoping to achieve. So I've given you a template in the Win or Learn book, and you also have it here. So you can fill in the blank, and you can use this every single week so that you can break your long-term goal into smaller pieces. You can fill this out on Sundays. You can imagine it's the following Saturday. You can look back at some of the previous lessons when you start to get a little uncomfortable, embracing the universal rejection truth, making sure that you continue to do the work so that you can train and get comfortable in all parts of your life, really using your resources to help you to stay on track. So I'm excited for all the work we've done, because you have you've you should feel so good. I mean, you've already taken a huge risk. The fact that you're in this project so deep, the fact that you're emotionally invested, the fact that you have gone through these exercises and activities. I mean, that's a big risk to really reflect and to look at yourself and the things that are standing in your way. So you should feel so great about yourself already. Now it's time. It's time to take action. That big risk, that big thing that you want. It's time to get started. If you have started, fill me in. I want to know where you are, and hopefully you'll be able to answer all of these questions so that you're going to have a very clear path of your journey, and you will know how to get where you want to go. Identifying what do I want? We've done this before. You can have lots of things you want. Some of you want to write books. Some of you want to get fit. Some of you want to find some love. I know there's some career changing happening, and some people looking to improve their businesses, improving intimate relationships. It's very sensitive and important. Traveling the world, spending more time with family. I know that's been a difficult thing to do, really connecting with kids. There are so many things. Oh, graduating, getting your degree, going to college. I mean, there's so many things that people have been sharing, and I'm so excited for all of your risks, and I just want you to get all of these things. I want you to get every single one of them. And I know that we're going to have incredible results, but it really starts with you giving yourself permission to dream big. What do I want? What do you need to do to get the things you want? There are going to be steps. There are going to be actions that you have to perform to get the results that you desire. So you need to be as specific as possible. If you want, you could jump to the end, and then you can look back and see all of the steps that you took to get where you want to go. And if you need help breaking down those steps, this is where you have your people and your places. You can also turn to me as well. I'm happy to help, but there might be some things that you want to achieve where there are other people and there are other places where you can find resources. I just want to help direct you and be someone who can remind you. But you really need to break this down into step by step by step by step by step. What do I need to do? And have a very specific action plan. The timeline. This is so great because you've already picked a time in the future where you have gotten the results you desire. So what's cool is you could take that time and you can look backwards and you can look at your action steps and you can decide what date matches with each particular step. You might realize that you need to extend your timeline, or maybe you can shorten your timeline. Understanding the steps are going to be incredibly helpful. And as you go through this process, and this is where you have to be forgiving, like, be forgiving of yourself. You're doing something amazing. This is going to change and evolve. You might realize that there are more things you need to do, or you might encounter some obstacles or challenges that are going to alter that date. That date is just a starting point. It's not a sign of success. It's not anything more than just a way for us to be able to help evaluate the time that we need so that we can be patient. But there's also an understanding that as you gain more knowledge, you might have to shift that. I've shifted my timeline so many times. I was thinking of some stories that I'll share with you as we continue on this project together. That was my pause. But now you can put together a timeline. When you are going through your timeline and looking at the action steps, there's going to be some emotion and there's going to be some discomfort. In the past, you might have pushed that aside. You might have found a way to procrastinate. You might have excused your way out of the risk. I'm a good snapper. We're done with that. We're done with that. Now you get to face the discomfort and understanding that it's normal to feel something. I mean, really, if you're changing, if you're creating something new in your life that you've wanted for a long time, it's going to be uncomfortable and there will be emotions involved. So highlight the most challenging steps that you will have to take and include what makes you uncomfortable. You can write out what makes you uncomfortable about each of these risks. And writing it out might be enough to help you to continue to move forward. But if not, then you have this wonderful resource. You have people. You can use that list of people who can help you to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. Whenever I'm engaging in an action and taking a risk that makes me uncomfortable and I want to stop, or I'm feeling big emotions, I think, okay, who are my people? Where are my places? And you can start doing this before you even take the risk, which is beautiful because those people then are in your corner as you continue along this process, so that when you celebrate, reflect, and repeat, which is going to be the next lessons that we finish up our experiment with, well, that's going to help you work through that efficiently and with people in your corner who you trust and people who you know have your best interest at heart. Where are the places I will find answers to get comfortable with the uncomfortable? Again, using your places to locate people and resources to find answers to your questions. These can be online, these can be physical places, these can be professional related places, professional groups. They could also be through schools if you're a student, any organization where people are volunteering, any organization where people are in leadership roles, where they're serving and giving. Those people are amazing. Anybody who started a nonprofit, anyone who's part of other foundations, anyone who's offering charity, those people are really wonderful in many ways, and you can reach out to them. Also, you have the people you can pay, and you have places where you can find group support. So you are ready. Like, you're ready. Do you see this? Nothing's going to stop you. You are so in it. So now it's time to say it. Say what you think. Express what you feel. Put it out there into the world. Give the universe permission to respond however the universe is going to respond. Your only responsibility is to put it out there, to offer, to say it, and to do it. To do it. I love this guy because I clench my fists a lot, and I clench it because of power and excitement. And sometimes I think I look tense, but no, I just am bursting because I want you to do it. I want you to feel what it's like to experience this. I'm doing things. I'm going to share with you the risks that I'm taking in the Facebook group, and I'm going to keep doing this again and again and again with you because there's so much power in doing it together as a group. So do it and know that it's going to be a success no matter what. You'll either get the results you want or you'll learn something else, and take action. You're already doing it. This is so cool. I'm so excited. We're in it. We're living it. And it's a beautiful thing to experience with you. So, your assignment, send me your action steps and timeline. If you've already started, share your progress. I really want to know what you're doing. I want to know how you're going to do it. And I want to be that person in your corner so that you can actually go through this process and get to the place you want to go. You can send this to me anyway. By this time you know how to send it to me. The Facebook group, people have been participating and sharing, and I just feel so grateful for that. And I'm excited to participate and share with you as well. You can find me on social media. I'm all over. I want to talk with you wherever you like to hang out. This experiment is open to anyone at any time. If there's a lesson you love and you want to share it with someone, please share it. These are all available. Anyone can jump in at any time. The group's going to be open to everyone. And we're just going to keep rooting for other people and helping everybody to win or learn and just create love and light. And man, I'm just so grateful to be in your corner. And I'm so thrilled that I can be part of this process with you. And I look forward to continuing the conversation. Thanks, everyone.